Well, there's a lot of top wings in here. There's a very cool Kyle Larson one up the very top. Bit of NOS banner action as well. And a very nice forefront equipment finance, Valley Head Services, Eliminator Race Wings, Lovin'. Kinser Claridge's very nice 67 car, the Woodham Petroleum Services entry. I gotta say, it's a nice looking hot rod you got here, Kinser.
It's a beautiful piece that we assembled over the past couple of months. I designed the car myself, and Joel Berkeley and Ben McAuliffe, the team from Down Under Graphics, really got it dialed in. The neon orange overlays really puts the car together, and it matches the orange frame, and it really make her stand out on track.
Where did your whole love for sprint car racing come from?
My love from sprint car racing come from Dad, and that come from his dad. It's a bit of a generational thing now. We didn't really get seriously into sprint cars until a couple of years ago, where he raced for a few seasons and had a big accident. We took some time off, and then did a couple more races, and then Dave Murcott drove the car, and then I had the opportunity to drive my uncle's LS sprint car, and it sort of just stemmed from there, from out of my journey from Formula 500s.
Yeah, right. So you weren't in formulas for too long, right? It was fairly quick.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't in formulas very long at all. We raced a season or so in juniors, and we sort of in and out of action after hurting motors and things like that, and it was a financial thing then. So we sort of took a rest and then built a really nice, beautiful car when we got to seniors, and did about 6 or 7 races in it, and realised that with the amount and price that equipment was getting to, we might as well just build a sprint car, and that's when Uncle Brad sort of stepped away from his ride for a minute and put me in the seat, and we went from there.
So formulas were a good grounding for you, though, learning to race with a wing and all that, and open wheel competition.
Definitely. Formulas were massive. I speak to people that come from junior sedans and stuff, and I think it really helps with the fact of, as you said, racing with a wing, feeling the downforce, all that sort of stuff. Open wheel racing, you can get close to each other without tearing up too much equipment, and it's a great stepping stone into sprint cars.
So Jake Hodges has just come back from spending a lot of time in the States, and obviously he had experience last year with the SRV team as well, working on the Nick Speed. So Jake's got a lot of experience now in the last couple of years. You got him on board?
Yeah, Jake, he's been growing quite the resume over the past couple of years. It's been really good. I've always been friends with Jake, and it sort of just worked out at the time that he stepped away that we were looking for something, and the first night he came to the track, he was talking to me, and he's like, I finished. I was like, you want a job? And it just sort of stemmed from there. And Jake's been huge, with his knowledge, with equipment and all that sort of things, with the stuff that he's done in America with teams like Eikenberry and Jason Sides and all those, prestigious teams. It really helps with the knowledge that we've got back here, only been around sprint cars for a few years.
You've got a really busy schedule coming up. We're in Ormeau. Is that sort of where we are at the moment?
Yeah, we're in Ormeau on the Gold Coast. Lots of people know it's about 5 minutes from Yatala Pies, the infamous Yatala Pies. About 30 minutes from the beach and about 30 minutes from the Brisbane CBD. It's honestly the perfect spot here.
So what do you have coming up? This weekend you're heading down to Dubbo, and that's all part of On the Way for Woodham Petroleum Services. They're massively helpful to you.
Yeah, Matt and the team from Woodham Petroleum, they fuel our journey. Their diesel is unlike any other. And you know what? We're going to stop down in Walgett tomorrow night at their HQ and show them all of our equipment and everything, and have a bit of a media day. We race Dubbo this weekend. We planned for Warrnambool next weekend, but I think we're going to sit that one out and just reassess our equipment with Jake, as he only flew in last Sunday.
Yep.
So we've got about 40 odd races this season, through from doing Speed Week, through the Power Tour, through to Perth, doing all the big races. We plan to finish up around April and see what our plans are there, whether we go to California or if we stay home and sit on the beach and in the nice cold Australian winter. But so
Queensland doesn't have a cold winter. Who are we kidding here, Kinser?
No, that's why I usually spend my Australian winters in California. But yeah, we've got quite the schedule coming up. We've got Max's race, we've got Murray Bridge, we've got Tolma, everything leading up to Napa. Didn't get accepted into Napa, but that's completely fine.
Yep.
And yeah, we've still got quite the schedule based around it.
It's a very big schedule. Like, it's a pretty big, bite off and choose situation. What prompted, it's a fierce schedule. You could race a lot at Toowoomba, a lot of racing in Queensland. The old USC Queensland thing's tough up here.
Yeah, definitely. The competitors in Toowoomba right now, they're insane. Everyone is so fast. It's not even funny. The equipment level everyone is on par with each other. The best of the best. Toowoomba is where it's at to race the fast guys right now, I personally believe. But I'm the first guy to admit that I struggle at Toowoomba, and I haven't had quite the run that I'd like to have.
Yep.
And with Wood and Petroleum back in our journey and fueling our equipment, we've really been able to open up this schedule and get as many races in as we can in our Australian season to get me as much seat time in the Q67, whether that's winning feature races or it's finishing last in the B main. We're just focused on getting laps right now, learning as a group with Jake. He's a new member, just everything, trying to piece it all together.
So I noticed Valley Head Services down here on the side of the performance head engine building side of things. Massively important part of your program.
Yeah, Richo and Shelley from Valley Head Services, they're huge. They're the original owners of the Orange Q67, and we've basically joined forces between our team and their team right now, and we're just one big conglomerate. And Richo's backing us with our engine program and his engine program. He really helps. Whether we have issues or we've got an absolute rocket ship like we have at Gladstone at the start of the season, and the past couple of weeks we've had some issues, and straight down to Richo and Currumbin. He gets that thing on the bench, gets it absolutely dialed and money digging, get it strapped straight back in the Q67, and we're ready to rip.
Tell me about your family.
My family, I got a beautiful family. I have the most supportive mum and dad, Brendan and Tatum. I couldn't ask for anything more. They are the greatest people. I got a beautiful girlfriend, Charlotte. My sister, she's an amazing supporter. Uncle Brad, he's a huge part of our team. He's been slaving away over the past couple of months, getting our equipment ready while we were away. And I couldn't ask for a better family to back me, honestly. Mum, she's the biggest supporter and she helps pay all the bills. I couldn't ask for anything more. And Dad's like my best mate. I seriously have the best family.
So, do you drink coffee?
I do not drink any coffee.
I have a feeling I thought I knew the answer to that. And I don't imagine you need energy drinks either, Kinser.
Not at all. I get all my charisma and enthusiasm from Dad and the Claridge side of the family.
There's no need for caffeine when you got this much Riz. There's no doubt about that. So there's a lot to get on. There's a lot of good teams to race against. Confidence is important. It's been a tough couple of weeks for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely, it does take a toll, not finishing races. It hurts mentally, and it hurts the confidence side of things. But you know what? With the guys that I've got backing me and supporting me, it doesn't take long to get that right back up to where it should be, and we're just as confident as ever, even with the weekend we had at Toowoomba last weekend. I'm ready to go for Dubbo, ready to rip, and ready to chase some wins.
It's cool that you're going to have some racing up and down the East Coast. I'm looking forward to having you on the road with us during Speedweek. It's a brutal competition, but it'll teach you how to get that car back on the track each night after night and racing with the best. So I think you'll learn a lot from that.
Yeah, definitely. We had consistent results at Red Hot Summer Shootout last year.
Yep.
We struggled in our Victoria swing just a little bit with, just simple mistakes on my end and mistakes that we made as a team. But, our consistent results at the end of last year at Red Hot Summer Shootout against some of the best guys in Australia, Jake was with us, and we really went from, struggling to, I think we top 10 the first night, and, it's upwards from here. We're battling the best guys, Lockie McHugh, Jamie Field, Jock Goodger, all the best guys, racing them, even in heat races. Seriously, it steps up your game, because when this dude comes blowing around the outside of you, turn one, lap one, it really shows you something that you're not there yet, and you got a lot to work on, and that's exactly what we're doing.
I was really pleased the other night with the amount of youngsters in Queensland sprint car racing. There's so many guys either in their late teens or in their early 20s.
Yeah, there's something in the water around here in southeast Queensland. There's plenty of good guys that they're brewing up around here. But, as I said earlier, the equipment here and the amount of effort that all these young teams are putting in is insane, and it's paying off. Guys like Charlie Bowen and even Jai, still young, Tarly, all these young people that we've got coming through Toowoomba. It's like our generation. It's quite there, and it's making it tough to be up front, because you're not battling some slower cars at the back of the feature race, and then the fast guys are up front. From the first guy to the last guy in the feature race, they're top tier teams.
Take me around this hot rod and some of your partners. So we've got Woodham up on the top here.
Yep.
We've got Valley Head Services down here on the hood. We've got Eliminator Race Wings up here on the front as well. We've got Gonzo, what a legend.
Yes, yeah, Gonzo's the man, and wishing him well with his treatment right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's in hospital. Him, Jimmy, Mitch, and the whole Gonzo family are absolutely fantastic. We got Trailer Sales, a team from Trailer Sales have helped us out a lot. Wood and Petroleum, got to get them there twice because it's just as nice. 47 Industries is our family-owned business, our truck and dog tipper business. QBLCS is Queensland Bulk Landscape and Civil Supplies. People we do some work for through 47 Industries. They're a great team. They're great friends of ours. We've got Chris and the team from Forefront Finance. You need anything finance, this is who you need to call. These guys are insane. You got no money, they'll get you money. Frank Cross and the team from Eliminator Racing.
Yeah, gotta love Frankie. What a legend, mate.
Honestly, fantastic guy. We've only spoke over the phone, but he's just a massive help.
Yeah, he's great.
Beautiful pieces. We've got Top Line Titanium and Joel from Down Under Graphics. As you can see, he built this masterpiece. him and Ben, fantastic job. Fast Time Studios does the most insane t-shirt designs from, Indiana to Australia. Revolution Race Gear and Stephen and the team from Revolution Race Gear Queensland. Matline Branding Co. and GW Racing. GW Racing, they've been great supporters this year. Even just with these, look at these beautiful American Racer tires. If you're not on the American Racers, you need to get on it. This is their brand new 17-inch tire, and I tell you what, that's going to get you some feature wins right there.
Always good to see you, Kinser. I love your energy and your passion for it, mate. You absolutely live and breathe it. And I'm excited to see what you do when you come out on the road and do Power Tour and Speedweek. Got Max's race coming up. You got Tolmer and Borderline coming up, Murray Bridge as well. And of course, Dubbo this weekend. So looking forward to seeing what you get up to, mate.
Thank you very much, Wade. I'm very excited. I can't wait to see all the amazing fans from all around Australia.
He's good value. There's no doubt about it. He just loves it. The team's out here getting ready. They're about to head off to Dubbo. But there you go. There's a lot of the partners on the side, and that is a very, very nice looking hot rod.